Hello everyone, hope you're all doing well. We're going to have a crossout video for us today, guys. Now in today's video, we've got a bit of a special one. We are going to be going over the cheapest meta build in all of Crossout. So this came about because someone commented on one of my previous new player videos that he wanted something more along those lines. So I figured, you know what, let's just make the cheapest build we possibly can, the cheapest meta build we can for this week's 9,000 power score Battle for Uranium, to the point where this thing is actually kind of overpowered and it only costs 7,000 coins. It's nuts, to be honest. So for the build itself, we've got the recently buffed triggers. They recently got the buff, the same buff that the Destructor did, whereby they increased their heating rate by 50%. So they now deal, I think, like 570 damage on the first shot, which is really, really solid. On a photon carbon with a hot red, a flywheel, and a 10-second clock. Because we have less power score than a Destructor, we were able to get more on the build itself, to the point where it's a damn near like full 80-piece build at 9k, which is really, really cool. And the really cool thing about this, actually, the best thing about this by far, as opposed to the Destructors, is that there isn't actually much of a difference between the DPS of a trigger build and the DPS of the legendary Destructor, which is surprising. Now, the Destructor on the first shot with a setup like this will deal, I think, 850 odd damage on his first shot. This build only does about 570, so you might be thinking on paper, oh, just use the Destructors, they're much better. But the triggers actually have a much better reload than a Destructor has, to the point where the overall DPS is quite negligible, to be honest. For example, this build by here, completely unfused triggers on a 9,000 power score build. The DPS of this on a damage meter is about 2,800 total. Compare that to the Destructor, the 10k Destructor that I was running earlier in the week. This has three Destructors fused full reload on a fused, what's it called, Discharger. The DPS of this thing is 3,400, so there's only about a 600 damage difference because the reload of the triggers is that quick. I ran this in Battle for Uranium, guys, and it's like for 7,000 coins, it's just ridiculous. And bear in mind, that's 7,000 coins. I quick bought all of these components. If you slow buy this build, you might be able to get it for like 5,500, 6,000. It's insanely good, and it's insanely easy to use because, you know, triggers are hit guard weapons, so they're quite easy to land your shots with, and they provide heat, so you're just like heating up your opponent's parts for your teammates to follow up on, and it's basically perfect, to be honest. I can't think of anything in the game that is a cheaper meta than this. If you're strapped for coins and you want something to run in this week's BFU, then definitely give this a try because it's just completely reliable all round. So yeah, we'll jump into the 20 minutes or so of PvP now, Battle for Uranium now, just to test this thing out, and I hope you all enjoy. Well, it's safe to say that last match was probably the best one we've had so far. And I mean, it's pretty crazy when you think about it that a build like this for 7,000 coins can do that. Take out a bloody Korax car. Where are they? Alright, the enemy team, they had Threshers. I'm surprised your gun survived that, mate. That's not the Thresher build, Lewis, you idiot. Alright, there goes two guns. There goes three. Whew, yeah, you can shoot at your toes in this thing, which is good also. Mate, shoot the guys who still have weapons. There we go. Excuse me. Well, first impression is I really like the reload of this thing. Feels like more of a DPS weapon than a reload-based weapon, to be honest. Where you at, buddy boy? Damn, good job, mate. How the hell do you get caught by a squall? Feels kind of cruel to do that to my... I think that's my build anyway. Well, he's done as well, I believe. Sorted. Or has he still got one? I can't tell. Really? Thank you. Nice. That's, I think everyone's stripped. The reload is so good. Where the hell's he been this whole game? Oh, they've also got a cyclone pair. Oh! Yeah, so far this thing's nuts, man. It feels just as busted as the structures did. But obviously at low power score. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Okay, this first guy's getting lit up. Mate! He's gonna be stripped soon. There he goes. Oh, I don't even want to know what his build is behind me, man. Crap. I could use a hand, team. Oh, that guy is an enemy. Huh, really? This is gonna take ages. I'm out of bullets, almost. This is why you don't pick, like, unguided rockets in BFU. Well, so far, the only criticism I have of the entire build is that it feels a bit sluggish. But it's unfused photon on hot red, so it's gonna feel a bit sluggish. I mean, with fusions, you can have a power fusion on this thing with like an oil button, probably, instead of the hot red. I need to be careful here. Ow, that hurt. Alright, well he's not shooting me anymore. He's stripped as well. I think that's the cyclone up my this guy does pretty well, to be fair. Yeah, a bit sluggish, but like I said, you'd have a power fusion, you'd run oil burn instead of what's it called, hot red, because there's only like 60 power score difference, I think, between oil burn and hot red. It's a joke, to be honest. Okay, this match is going to be a bit trickier. The enemy team, one of them has a 9,000 power score double core axe, which is terrifying. And the other one is that guy on the epic Helios's, whose name... Okay, this is a problem in BFU. Stay together. Like, our guy's going to capture C on his own. Asking things to go wrong at that point, anyway, mate. He must have won at least. That guy's gonna pop me. This guy on C is still just chilling. Fucking retard. Okay, well, this match is going to be quite a bit harder. Someone on the enemy team has a double Korax car at 9k, which is terrifying. Okay, there was one. Thank you for being a meat shield for me, mate. You're amazing. Push him. Okay, I had to kill him, mate. I'm sorry, but you were the scariest one. Like, by far. Well, what is nice to know, though, like, if you get a jump on Korak's car, you can definitely kill it. Alright, yeah, good job, team. Oh, okay. That guy needs to get pushed. Because, yeah, you can still, what, two-shot Koraxes. So that's not the worst thing in the world with this reload. Yeah, don't run drones in BFU, man. Don't run drones, don't run, like, hurricanes or those unguided rockets. Just, you're gonna lose your team a lot of matches by doing this stuff. Alright, that's not cap base, whatever. Alright, we'll play a couple more then, but this thing is, like, fantastic, to be honest. I really can't think of a cheaper meta creation other than a trigger build, to be honest. It really isn't. Maybe Yongwang can get cheaper, but I doubt it. Like, this thing's really, really good, and especially on Hava, it gives you so much control. Okay, this guy's getting pushed. He seems to be on his own. Nice. Your gun's coming off soon. Right, we'll ignore that tiny little machine gun that he's got. Sorted. And yeah, my heating in that game just supported my teammates because it's a heat-based weapon. It's like a mini master.